Hello, today we understand cloud computing criteria and we go through some of the certifications against criteria. My name is Neeraj Bijlani. So just understand how can someone have confidence, awareness and assurance that the individual and the CSPs are taking the correct steps to ensure that data is secured properly and the standards are good answers of it. So why are users and entities still unconvinced that cloud computing is a good option, particularly from a security perspective? The reason is simple. No international cloud computing standards or security standards exist. So in the absence of cloud security is cloud specific security standards that are universally accepted by providers and customers. They're really a challenge for everyone as part of security. So here on the screen you see there are certain standards related to cloud security operations. So mainly you see ISO is a major player here, NIST, IEEE, and then we have a Cloud Security Alliance, there's CSAs, we have PCI DSS, we have a HIPAA for healthcare, PCI DSS as you are aware of financial sector, ITIL, and many others like TOGF open standards as well. So let's have a closer look on each one of the standards. Yeah, so now you see ISO. ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. So ISO 27001 is the widely known and accepted information security standard, and it was originally developed by and created by British Standard Institute under name of BS 7799. So ISO 27001 2013 is having a 35 control objectives and 114 control spreads for 14 domains. So ISO 27001 is the most advanced security standard widely used today. If you see in the gap analysis, 27001 is used. So in many of the cloud this is information security environment, cloud security environment, ISO 27001 plays a major role. So if you see ISO 27001 2005 consisted of 133 controls, and now we have 114 controls spread over 14 domains, which involves information security policies, human resources security, access control, cryptography, compliance, and so on. And if you see ISO IEC 27018 is the first international set of privacy control in cloud, and I have listed all the ISO IEC standards in one umbrella. If you see NIST is having a set of standards like NIST special publication 800-122 is for PII data, NIST special publication 800-92 for log management, SP 853 app security for app security, and NIST SP 800-122 for implementing RMF. So I have listed all the NIST controls in one umbrella to better understand each one of these components. Next is PCI DSS, that is for financial sector. Visa, MasterCard and American Express established PCI DSS standards. So all the organizations or merchants accepts, transmits or store cardholder data must comply with PCI DSS security standards, and they have to comply with 12 domain requirements that includes protect stored cardholder data, install and maintain firewalls, configurations, encryption, assign unique ID to each person, track and monitor all access to network resources and data. So all these 12 domains comply by all the PCI DSS financial sectors which support PCI DSS standard. So move on to next slide, that is cloud security attestation. So cloud security attestation has a level 3, level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 1 is self-assessment, requires release and publication of due diligence self-assessment. Level 2 for attestations, third party assessment based certifications. So many organizations do certain level of attestation based on the business needs. Level 3 CSA attestation is like ongoing monitoring certifications. So requires release and publication of results related to security properties, monitoring based on cloud trust protocol. Next is SOC. SOC is a service organization control report. It has 3 reports: SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 3. SOC 1 is basically for financial statements. SOC 2 is for reports on IT managed service providers and cloud computing based on 5 trust principles, as you are aware of: security, availability, integrity, confidentiality, and privacy. And SOC 2 reports have 2 types: type 1, type 2. Type 1 report is on a specific date. Type 2 report takes care of over a period of duration. And SOC 3 is broadly available with limited information and details. Most CSPs provide SOC 3 report to their clients. SOC 2 is having a detailed report, so most of the cloud service providers do not share to the clients because they have detailed information that may be a security concern for cloud security provider. Next is ITIL, Information Technology Infrastructure Library, where it has ITIL actually forms a customized framework that defines how service management is applied throughout an organization. ITIL into a series of 5 volumes like service design, service strategies. Basically ITIL framework where all the service organizations and business as usual implement as part of the project, where all these 5 components should be implemented. Move on to next slide. There is Sherwood Applied Business Security Architecture Framework, SAPSA framework. It has following components like risk and opportunity management framework, policy architecture framework, business requirement engineering framework, governance framework. So it is also applicable in a cloud computing environment. Some of the organizations implement SAPSA framework as well. And TOGAF is very important framework, that is Open Group Architecture framework to develop an enterprise architecture. It helps in avoid lock-in scenario from the use of proprietary approaches. Is the open based methods where many organizations adopt this framework, and it has 4 volumes listed there: presentation services, application services, information services, infrastructure services. And next, the last one is Jericho Open Group. This is similar like is open part of Open Group Security Forum. Jericho formed Cloud Cube model, so it's also based on the Open Group Security Forum. So Jericho Open Group Cloud is based on a Cloud Cube model, and a Cloud Cube model effectively summarizes these 4 dimensions: internal, external, proprietary, open, parameterized, deparameterized architecture, in-source, outsource. So this open group is also widely used in nowadays in the cloud computing environment. So all this majorly certification is in use by many cloud service providers and customers to adopt the cloud computing in their environment, in their business, to run as a business as usual, and this makes assurance that the data is safe and the business is safe. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you like it. Thanks a lot.